Hello, good morning students. Welcome to Unit Coaching class. Students, today we are going to understand the most important topic of this chapter, that is goods in transit and cash in transit. This point will come in almost every sum of this chapter. Almost બધા જ દાખલામાં point આવશે. And also it is useful in short sum. Okay, short sum પણ આમાંથી પૂછાય છે. So first of all, let's understand what is goods in transit and what is cash in transit. Suppose it is a head office, okay, and here it is a branch, and here will be closed on 31st March 20. Okay, they close their account on 31st March 20. Now we know that it's a independent branch. In this in our syllabus we learn independent branch account, and independent branch can receive goods from head office as well as he can buy goods from the market. Okay, independent branch છે માર્કેટમાંથી goods purchase પણ કરી શકે છે અને head office પાસેથી પણ goods receive કરી શકે છે. Suppose on 25th March 2020 head office sent goods to branch amount 5 lakh. Okay, 25 March 25 March head office send goods rupees 5 lakh to branch. Normally goods has been delivered normally within 2 days. Okay, normally કેટલા days માં deliver થઈ જાય છે? Normally it is delivered within 2 days. So it's a 25 છે, so it must be delivered to branch to 27 by 27. But due to any reason, maybe it was a natural or maybe it was a human mistake, okay, it is not delivered to branch on 27. કુદરતી કારણસર કે કોઈક માનવીની પણ કોઈ ભૂલ હોઈ શકે, હ્યુમનની કોઈ એક્ટિવિટી હોઈ શકે, એની મિસ્ટેકને કારણે 27 બ્રાન્ચ સુધી પહોંચ્યો નહીં. It is also not delivered by 28, not by 29, not by 30, even not by 31st March. Now here it is most important points comes. 31st March is the closing date of the account. Okay, 31st March account આપણે close કરીશું. So it's a common point કે જ્યારે year account close કરીશું. What about these goods? Tell me, who has a possession of these goods? આ goods નું possession કોની પાસે છે? Okay, આ goods head office થી deliver થઈ ગયું છે. Okay, head office can give entry about that I have sent 5 lakh rupees goods. But branch can give entry that I have received 5 lakh goods. No, still it is not received by 31st March. Okay, so here these goods is known as goods in transit. So what is the definition of goods in transit? In a simple language, head office, in a simple language you can say that head office sent goods to branch. Okay, head office sent goods to branch, but due to any reason it is not received by branch till end of the year, that is 31st. Okay, till the end of the year. So these goods known as goods in transit. Clear? Head office branch ne goods send કરે છે, but due to any reason these goods has not been received by branch till 31st March, till end of the year. Okay, year close થાય ત્યાં સુધી જો receive નહીં થાય, these goods known as a goods in transit. Okay, so I think your concept totally clear about goods in transit. Now the effect entry, who give entry about this goods in transit? It's a common sense point કે હવે આની એન્ટ્રી કોણ આપશે? Now tell me, should branch give entry about goods in transit? આ goods જે 5 લાખ નું goods છે, શું બ્રાન્ચે ની એન્ટ્રી આપવી જોઈએ? નો, નોટ એટ ઓલ. બ્રાન્ચ શું કહેશે? It is 31st March. Okay, right now I write my final accounts. જ્યારે branch પોતાના final accounts prepare કરશે, branch will not give entry about this 5 lakh because he is not branch has not received his goods. So it's a common point that goods in transit is not effect will not entry in branch accounts. Okay, branch પોતાના accounts માં એની કોઈ entry નહીં આપશે. So common છે, entry કોઈ આપવી પડશે, that is head office give entry in its book. Because એ goods send કરેલું છે ને હજી on the way છે, તો એની કોઈ જે પણ ઇફેક્ટ હશે એ કોણ આપશે? head office. Clear? Okay, so you have to remember two things about goods in transit. First of all is definition, and second, who give entry in his book. Okay, પોતાની બુકમાં પોતાના ચોપડે કોણ એની એન્ટ્રી આપશે. So again, what is the goods in transit? In a simple language, head office send goods to branch, but due to any reason it is not received by branch till the end of the year. Okay, end of the year it is not received by branch, so it is called goods in transit. Okay, and no entry in branch account. Okay, no entry will be in the books of branch. Okay, branch ni books mein koi entry nahi avse, only it is this entry will be given in the books of head office. Head office potani books mein ni entry apse, no entry given in the books of branch. Okay, branch ni book ma koi entry nahi avse, entry will be given only head office books. Okay, clear what is goods in transit? Remember one more thing, goods कौन send करे? Always goods sent by head office, not a branch. Branch never send goods to head office. Okay, branch क्यारे head office ने goods send नहीं करे. Always goods कौन send करे? Head office branch ने goods send करती हुई है. Okay, now the next point, that is cash in transit. Okay, now if you have clear the concept about the good in transit, then you also easily understand cash in transit, and it's a very simple easy concept. The same point we will understand it is by same way. Okay, so let's start. I told you that goods always sent by head office to branch. Okay, goods normally કોણ સેન્ડ કરે છે? હેડ ઓફિસ બ્રાન્ચને ગુડ સેન્ડ કરે છે. નાઉ વેન હેડ ઓફિસ ગુડ્સ જ્યારે બ્રાન્ચને સેન્ડ કરશે, સો વેન એવર બ્રાન્ચ સોલ્ડ ગુડ્સ, whenever he sold goods, then branch has some cash about that selling. Okay, જે સેલ થયું છે એમાંથી જે પણ કેશ રિસીવ થઈ હશે, એન્ડ નાઉ ઇટ્સ અ બ્રાન્ચ ડ્યુટી ટુ રેમિટ, એટલે કે રિટર્ન કરવી પડશે, સેન્ડ કરવી પડશે ધીસ કેશ ટુ હેડ ઓફિસ. ઓકે, જે રીતે હેડ ઓફિસ બ્રાન્ચને ગુડ સેન્ડ કરે છે, ધ સેમ વે બ્રાન્ચ હેઝ ટુ સેન્ડ, મીન્સ એને બીજું શું કહેવાય? ઓલ્સો ઇટ ઇઝ નોન એઝ અ રેમિટ, એટલે કે સેન્ડ કરવું. Okay, branch has to send or remit cash to head office, right? Okay, તો બ્રાન્ચે પણ કેશ સેન્ડ કરવી પડે આફ્ટર સમ પીરિયડ, આફ્ટર 1 month 2 month જે પણ ડિસાઇડ થયું હશે એ રીતે. નાઉ સપોઝ ઓન 25th March 2028 લઈએ, 28 March 2020, on 28 March 2020, branch remit or sent 5 lakh rupees cash to head office by any person or by any sources. બ્રાન્ચે શું કર્યું? 28 માર્ચ 2020 ના રોજ 5 lakh rupees cash કોને સેન્ડ કરી? હેડ ઓફિસને સેન્ડ કરી. એન્ડ નોર્મલી ઇટ ટેક્સ 2 days. ઓકે, બિકોઝ ડિસ્ટન્સ છે અને કોઈ પર્સનને મોકલો છે. ઓકે, અને નોર્મલી 2 daysમાં એ ત્યાં રિસીવ થઈ જાય છે. નાવ નોર્મલી એઝ પર ધીસ કેસીસ 28 સેન્ડ કર્યું છે તો 30 માર્ચે રિસીવ થઈ જવું જોઈએ, બટ હેડ ઓફિસ ડિડન્ટ રિસીવ ઓન 30 માર્ચ. also it is not received on 31st March due to any reason. જે પર્સનને મોકલો છે એ પર્સન થ્રુ કંઈ પણ ઇસ્યુ આવ્યું હશે એ કારણસર this cash has not been received by head office till 31st March. Okay, not received. So the same way, this type of cash known as a cash in transit. ક્લિયર? તો આ રીતની જે કેશ છે એને આપણે શું કહીશું? કેશ ઇન ટ્રાન્ઝિટ, ઓર ઓલ્સો ઇટ ઇઝ નોન એઝ રેમિટન્સ ઇન ટ્રાન્ઝિટ. ક્લિયર? cash in transit or remittance in transit. The same point like a goods in transit. Okay, what will be definition of cash in transit or remittance in transit? When branch sent or remittance cash to head office. When branch send or remittance cash to head office, but due to any reason it is not received by head office till the end of the year. Okay, વરસ પૂરું થાય ત્યાં સુધી જો એ રિસીવ નહીં કરે, this known as a cash in transit or remittance in transit. Clear? Branch head office ને cash send કરે છે, okay, but due to any reason till the end of the year it is not received by head office. In that case it is known as a cash in transit or remittance in transit. Clear? Now about the entry, the same way, who sent the cash? That is branch. Okay, cash કોઈ send કરી છે? branch send કરે છે, right? branch send the cash and head office not received till 31st March. Now tell me, should head office give entry in his book? No, not at all. Okay, no entry given in the books of head office because head office still didn't receive. Okay, જ્યારે head office 31st March સુધી receive જ નથી કર્યું તો પછી એ કોઈ entry તો આપશે જ નહીં ને. There is no entry in the books of head office. Only entry will be given in the books of branch. Okay, કોની બુકમાં એન્ટ્રી આવશે? ઓનલી એન્ટ્રી વિલ બી ગિવન ઇન ધ બુક્સ ઓફ બ્રાન્ચ અબાઉટ ધી કેશ ઇન ટ્રાન્ઝિટ. ઓકે, બોથ આર ઓપોઝિટ, ગુડ્સ ઇન ટ્રાન્ઝિટ એન્ડ કેશ ઇન ટ્રાન્ઝિટ. એની જે ઇફેક્ટ છે, ઓકે, ઇફેક્ટમાં બંને એકબીજાનું કેવું છે? ઓપોઝિટ છે. નાઉ લેટ્સ રિમાઇન્ડ ઓલ ધ પોઈન્ટ અગેન ઇન અ શોર્ટ વે. ઓકે, શોર્ટમાં પાછા બધા પોઈન્ટ આપણે એકવાર રિમાઇન્ડ કરી લઈએ. ધેન વી સોલ્વ વન સમ which is asked in university in 2019. Okay, પછી એક શોર્ટ દાખલો બી જોઈશું. So let's understand again all the point in short. શોર્ટમાં આપણે જોઈ લઈએ. First of all, what is goods in transit? તો simple language, head office sent goods to branch, but due to any reason these goods has not been received by branch till end of the year. These goods known as a goods in transit. Okay, now about the entry, who will give entry in their books? So remember, about the goods in transit, entry will be given only in the books of head office. Okay, head office પોતાની બુક્સમાં entry આપશે. No entry will be given in the books of branch. branch પોતાની બુક્સમાં એની કોઈ ઇફેક્ટ નહીં આપશે because in by goods receive જ નથી થયું. So how can he give entry? Okay, branch hadn't received goods, then how he can give entry in his book? Now cash in transit or remittance in transit. So remember, always it's a fixed point. Who send goods? Always head office send the goods. Okay, always goods kon send kare head office. And who send the cash? Remember, always branch send the cash. Okay, branch જે goods sold કરશે અને જે સેલિંગના જે પણ પૈસા હશે, કેશ હશે. Okay, so branch sent cash or remittance of cash to head office, but due to any reason it is not received by head office till the end of the year. વર્ષ પૂરું થાય ત્યાં સુધી receive નહીં કરશે. So this cash is known as a cash in transit or remittance in transit. And then entry, who will give entry? So remember, head office never give entry in his book because head office didn't receive any cash. So how can he give entry in his book? Okay, head office જ્યારે cash receive જ નથી થઈ તો પછી પોતાની book માં entry કઈ આપશે? There is no entry in the books of head office. Only entry will be given in the books of branch. So in short, goods in transit entry will come only the books of head office. Okay, in the books of head office, and the cash in transit entry will be given only in the books of branch. Okay, so remember this point. Now let's see this definition. First of all, cash in transit, or it's also known as a remittance in transit. When branch send cash to head office, but sometimes it happens that head office may not have received it till the end of the year. It is known as a cash in transit or remittance in transit. Okay, clear? And the effect I told you about the cash in transit will be give effect only in the books of branch. Okay, not in the books of head office. તો એની ઇફેક્ટ ક્યાં આવશે? Only in the books of branch. About the cash in transit. Okay, cash in transit ની ઇફેક્ટ ક્યાં આવશે? Only in the books of branch, not in the books of head office. Okay, there is no effect in the books of head office. Head office ની books માં એની કોઈ ઇફેક્ટ નહીં આવશે. Only in the books of branch. Okay, કેમાં આવશે? ફક્ત branch ની books માં એની ઇફેક્ટ આવશે. So what will be effect? So let's explain by the example. Okay, તો હું example થી explain કરું એટલે જે journal છે journal તમને ખ્યાલ આવી જશે. How to remember this journal? So remember, suppose on 28th March 2020, okay, branch sent or remit cash to head office. So what will be journal given on this date? Means on 28th March. જે 28th March જ્યારે cash send કરી હશે, okay, તો એની journal શું થઈ હશે? Simple જ છે, cash send કરી છે, cash goes, okay, એટલે કે cash જાય છે, right? So what we do? We credit cash account. Okay, cash આપને આપી છે તો cash credit થશે, and who received this cash? That was the head office. So head office account will be debit. This journal done on 28th March when actually cash was sent. Okay, જ્યારે cash send કરી હશે 28th March ત્યારે journal થઈ હશે, okay, cash account credit and head office will received head office account debit. But it is not received till 31st March. Okay, 31st March સુધી receive નથી થઈ by head office. Okay, head office સુધી પહોંચી જ નથી. Okay, so on this date at the end of the year we have to give entry to adjust this entry. Okay, આજે 28th March ની જે entry છે એનો adjustment કરવા માટે we have to give another journal entries. So what we have to do? We have to just opposite this. Okay, આ જે entry છે એને આપણે opposite કરી દેવી પડશે. Here cash account credit છે તો એને આપણે શું કરવું પડશે? Debit કરવું પડશે, and head office debit છે એને credit કરવું પડશે. Why? Because actually this transaction has not happened. કારણ કે આ transaction real માં થયું જ નથી ને. Cash has been sent. Okay, so that we have credit cash account. It will be received by head office, so we debit head office. But in actually till 31st March when we close the account, જ્યારે આપણે account close કરીશું ત્યારે actually આવું તો કોઈ transaction થયું જ નથી. Actually cash ગઈ જ નથી, it is on the way. Head office receive કરી જ નથી એટલે આપણે debit પણ નહીં કરી શકીએ ને credit પણ નહીં કરી શકીએ. So on the last date, means the last date of the year when we close the account, we have to close this effect. Okay, આ effect ને close કરવા માટે આપણે cross entry આપીશું, cash debit કરીશું to head office. Okay, so the journal will be like this. Instead of cash we will write remittance in transit. It means cash in transit. Okay, so what will be journal? Remittance in transit to head office. Actually આ journal છે but instead of write cash, what we should write? We should write remittance in transit. It means cash in transit. એટલે cash છે એકા છે, on the way છે, transit માં છે. Still we didn't have a cash. Cash આપની પાસે નથી, on the way છે. Clear? So how to this journal happen? In a simple language કે જ્યારે actually transaction થયું હશે ત્યારે આ journal કરી હશે. Okay, at the end of the year this transaction has no effect. Okay, તો આપણે એને opposite journal કરવી પડશે, like cash to head office, and for the cash we should write remittance in transit. Now its effect. So we know that in this chapter we prepare branch final account. Okay, તો આપણે શું બનાવીએ છીએ? branch ના final accounts prepare કરીએ છીએ. So this will affect in branch final account. So in which account? Here head office account is credited. head office નો account શું છે? credit છે. So journal જે normal effect આપીએ એ રીતે it will be affected credit side of head office. તો એની effect ક્યાં આવશે? credit side of head office. And second, remittance in transit. It is one type of cash. Actually it is cash, not in our hand, but it is our cash. Okay, આપના hand આપના હાથમાં નથી, but આપની cash જ છે. So second effect on the asset side in balance sheet. So there is a two effect of this. Okay, remember these two effect. તો એની જે two effect ક્યાં આવશે તે? First effect on the credit side of head office, and second on balance sheet asset side. Okay, remember these two entry. First, here head office ને આપણે credit કર્યું છે, so credit side on head office, and remittance in transit, it is our asset. It is indirectly our cash, not in our hand. Okay, તો આપણે એક રીતની asset જ છે, so this will be given on the in the balance sheet asset side. And in the book of head office I told you there is no effect. Now goods in transit. Okay, now I don't have to explain very much about this. I have already told you everything. Let's see one of time. When head office send goods to branch, okay, head office send goods to branch, but sometimes it happens that branch may not have received till end of the year. It is known as a goods in transit. And I also explain you head office send goods. Okay, goods કોઈ send કર્યું છે? head office. So entry will be given only in the books of head office. No entry will be given in branch. Okay, branch ની books માં કોઈ entry નહીં આવશે. Only entry will be given in the books of head office. Now what will be journal? Okay, how this journal happen? The same way like a cash in transit. Suppose on 25th March 2020 head office sent goods to branch. Now tell me what journal done on 25th March. જ્યારે goods send કરશે, okay, તો in a simple language goods will be credited. Okay, and who will be debited? That was the branch account. So journal will be like branch to goods. Actually goods નહીં લખાશે, it will be written goods sent by head office. So when actually this transaction happen on 25th March, when head office send goods to branch. So in a simple language, head office send goods, so goods accounts will be credited. So they will write goods sent by head office, and it is received by branch, so branch will be debit. But it is not received by branch till end of the year. Okay, till 31st March. So on the 31st March 2020 જ્યારે આપણે account close કરીશું, this type of transaction actually not happen. So we have to remove this effect. Okay, આ effect ને remove કરવી પડશે, એટલે આપણે journal ને opposite કરી દઈશું. જે goods credit છે એને આપણે શું કરીશું? debit કરી દઈશું, and branch debit it will be credited. And for these goods what we write? We write goods in transit, because right now goods is not in our hand, it is on the way. Okay, so it will be the journal or the end of the year, goods in transit to branch, goods in transit to branch. Okay, clear? The same way like a cash in transit, એમાં જે journal બને છે એ જ રીતે. And this effect, there is only one effect. Okay, here branch account credit કર્યું છે આપણે. Okay, here we credit branch account, so it will affect only credit side of branch. એટલે આની જો effect આપીશું તો credit side of branch account માં આવશે. Remember one thing, when we start the chapter I told you in the books of head office there are only two questions asked. First, the journal entries in the books of head office, and second, prepare branch account. Remember, in this chapter, there is only two question as related in the books of head office. Okay, batch question પૂછા છે. Write journal entries in the books of head office or maybe prepare branch account in the books of head office. Okay, in the books of head office there may be two question. Write journal entries in the books of head office or maybe prepare branch account. Okay, તો જ્યારે આપણે branch account prepare કરીએ in the books of head office, if we prepare branch account, in that case we give entry branch account on credit side. Okay, clear? Now I told you that we solve also this sum, so let's solve this sum which is as in November December 2019. So there will be two question in November December 2019. So let's solve this. Surat branch has sent 50,000 rupees by cash to Vadodara head office. Okay, so here look at the branch sent cash to head office. Okay, branch sent cash to head office when on 29 March 2019. This amount was received by head office on 2nd April 2019. Pass the journal entries in the books of affected office. So here you can understand કે બ્રાન્ચે સેન્ડ કરી રહ્યું છે. ઓકે, બ્રાન્ચ સેન્ટ okay, branch has sent cash to head office. Now tell me on which date? On 29 March, and it is received by head office when? On 2nd April. And remember where our account will be closed. Okay, the last date of the account, that is 31st March 19. account ક્યારે ક્લોઝ કરીશું આપણે? 31st March 19 માં ક્લોઝ કરીશું. So it's a clear case that the cash was sent to head office but it is not received by head office till end of the year. It is actually received on 2nd April. Okay, 2nd April receive થયું છે, 31st March સુધી receive થયું નથી. So it is called what? It is called cash in transit. Okay, અને આપણે શું કહીશું? Cash in transit, because head office didn't receive the cash till 31st March, till end of the year. વર્ષ પૂરું થાય ત્યાં સુધી cash received નહીં થઈ. When he received on 2nd April. Okay, so it is the case of cash in transit. Okay, so let's write the journal. We will write journal in the both, means head office, also in branch. So sorry, okay, cash in transit. First of all, in the books of head office and then in the books of branch. એક્ઝામમાં જ્યારે પૂછાય તો આપણે બંનેની બુક્સમાં લખી દેવાનું, જેમાં એન્ટ્રી આવે એમાં લખીશું, નહીં આવે તો નો ઇફેક્ટ. સો હિયર cash in transit, I told you who sent the cash. Cash was sent by branch. Okay, branch send કરે છે, head office તો receive કરતી જ નથી. It is not received by head office, so there is no effect in the book of head office. Okay, I told you there is no effect in the books of head office. Head office ના books માં તો કોઈ effect નહીં આવશે. Only entry will be given in the books of branch. Okay, branch ની books માં entry આવશે. And I told you what will be the journal. Journal will be remittance in tranches to head office. Okay, amount is 50,000. And this journal was made on the last date of the year, that is 31st March 19. Clear? So this is the journal which is made in the books of head office and branch. Now the next short sum also asks the same in November December 19 માં પૂછાયો હતો. બીજો બી સમ આ જ યર માં પૂછાયો હતો. This was okay. Billimora head office send goods to Navsari branch. Okay, so here look at head office sent goods to branch. Okay, head office branch ને goods send કરે છે rupees 82,500. When on 25th March, which was received by branch on 5th April. Now look at this. 5th April receive કર્યું છે. Okay, branch received goods. Branch received goods. Okay, ક્યારે goods receive કરે છે? 5th April. So it is the clear that branch has not received till the end of the year, till the 31st March. 31st March સુધી receive થયું જ નથી. So these goods known as goods in tranches. Okay, અને આપણે શું કહીશું? It is goods in tranches. Now write down journal entries in the books of head office and branch. Okay, so we have to write journal in the both books, head office as well as branch. In the books of head office and also in the books of branch. Okay, so let's write journal about that. In the books of head office, we know that goods in tranches, this effect will happen in which account? Head office or branch? So who sent the goods? Head office sent the goods. So only entry will be given in the head office, and there is no effect in the books of branch. There is no effect because branch hasn't received till end of the year. So only entry will be given on the last date, that is 31st March 90 in the books of head office. What will be journal? Journal will be goods in tranches to branch account. Amount 82,500. Okay, remember this journal. Okay, in the books of head office, goods in tranches to branch, and in case of cash in tranches, in the books of branch, remittance in tranches debit to head office. Okay.